Good morning, hello, good day, good afternoon, whatever time you're watching. Thank you for being here. My name is Holly. I'm a psychic medium. I will use cards as a jumping off point. This is a general reading with general messages. Some of them may resonate, some of them may not. I try to flow with the energy currents that are most dominant. So, and it's almost like with literature, they always say that who's they? I don't know. But there's always this theory that every story has already been told. It's just a retelling in whomever's version of it. And we're all human, so yeah, we all have similar situations or similar energy currents that we flow with at different points in our lives. But lately, I have been feeling this shift happening, and I talked to a couple of friends yesterday, and they felt the same way. They have been feeling this internal shift happening, and it's real. So take what resonates, leave the rest. That's all I can say. That was a big explanation just to say take what resonates and leave the rest. So I have my flamingos today. I don't know what it is about a flamingo that I just so dearly love, but I do. It's their diet that makes them pink. I just think that they're just these otherworldly magical beings. I really do. So anyway, let's get to it. So today, I feel hopeful and I feel energized, but I'm also feeling a tinge of sadness, but it doesn't feel like mine. It may be a little bit, and it could be worry based. Maybe it is, maybe it is. I can't even put my finger on it or identify it. I know that sounds weird, but I do feel like that there is someone out in the collective who is not going through loss like a death loss, and I'm sure that is the case too, but I feel like there is a dominant energy of realizing that something has ended, or realizing that something is over. And whether it's something within a family dynamic, a friend dynamic, a personal relationship of whatever sort, dynamic, and a work situation, maybe not as much. This feels more like it's a personal hit to the heart. And I really don't know where that's coming from. Right now, I feel like I'm actually in a pretty good place, so I really don't think it's mine. But it's a heavy, sad feeling. But what I will say, if you fall into this category, is that I feel a sense of hope right behind it. And we always have to hold on to that. We always have to hold on to our hope. You can do a hope retrieval the same way you can do an energy retrieval. You just call for your hope to come back to you. You could substitute the word joy, whatever it is. And there's something else coming on the heels of this. And I feel like for whomever I'm talking to, and it's going to be, for one person it might be very pointed, but it could also be for a group of people. You feel, it's not that anything has even changed. You just have this weird kind of, not weird, but unsettling awareness within yourself that something has shifted and changed. But you're getting ready to be like galvanized. You're going to be jumping into action soon. There's something that's going to, just an internal flip of a switch, and you're going to be like, if I want to do this, it's up to me. And so you are going to make massive changes in your life. Someone who's listening. It might be big and sweeping like a move. That could always be the case, but it's more so an internal flipping of a switch of your own sense of awareness in what it is you want. Oh, here it is. I'm sorry, it's taking me a minute to get here, but this is important because otherwise I'm not going to be able to shake this feeling, and I want to get rid of it because it's not mine. So until you deal with what you really want, until you deal with the true depth of your emotions, you're just going to keep running on this cycle or hamster wheel, you know? It's just over and over and over and over and over. The phrase I'm hearing is, it's time to come clean with yourself. And a lot of people may not understand even why you're doing what you're doing. Everything is so solid in your life and stable and blah, blah, blah. Why are you rocking the boat? For someone, why did you just dye your hair pink? I don't know where that came from. It could be something as small as hair, because truly, as my grandmother used to say, it'll grow, it'll change, you can change it. You know, it's hair. So, you know, stop stressing about the small stuff. Stop sweating the small stuff is the message there. Too many bigger things to worry about in this world, you know? Yeah, you know that's right. Absolutely. I heard that. I heard somebody. So it's coming to terms with and understanding who you are. And as soon as you say, you know what, this is it, this is just the way it is, then you can move forward, and then you can get your game plan. Then you can get your action plan together. And that's going to be where the hope comes back in, and it feels good. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to someone. All right. Oh my gosh, this is the baby. The baby is like 7 years old this year, but she's still the baby. She has been extra clingy and snuggly all night, all morning. She had just really been extra close, and she never comes out. And, you know, even when I guess she doesn't realize there's you out there, a bunch of people out there actually watching. So say hi, baby. Okay. Well, since she's here, let's start with 4 more collective messages. I know, man, I actually slept last night. I actually got some sleep. That's why I'm just sort of a little groggy and odd and a little puffy. Colette Barrett Reed, the Spirit Animal Pocket Oracle. She's a pretty deck. It's so pretty. Her decks are always so beautiful. And even like the back, it's just lovely. All right, so let's see what is the, what is the general message? What is the general message for the collective? You gonna help me? Yeah, what's going on, honey? What's going on? She feels like she's being very protective of me today. It's all right, honey. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Okay, one more. Yeah, she's just been extra clingy and protective. It's all right, baby. It's okay. We're okay. It's okay. All right. What is the message for the collective? Okay. What is the message for the collective? What is the message for the collective? What is the message for the collective? Okay. Oh, and on the bottom, I love frogs. I love everything, apparently. Flamingos, flying pigs, frog. Yeah, okay. Frog spirit. Clear out the clutter. That's right. Clear out that clutter. Okay? Otherwise, your thoughts get cluttered and muddled. All right, the first one that jumped out was the Sandpiper spirit. This one jumped out the other day. Ocean water, large bodies of water, but specifically ocean, salt water, and that kind of healing feels very, very close. I think it's coming sooner than someone thinks. It might even, I don't know, who knows. All right, now these two feel like separate messages. Chameleon spirit, act as if, like it's already happened. And then armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries and also move at your own pace. Don't let anyone rush you. Move at your own pace, and it's okay. Set healthy boundaries, move at your own pace. I'm hearing more move at your own pace, and I'll tell you why in a minute. But chameleon spirit. You know, just because you can adapt to any circumstance, just because you are very adaptable, that is actually a survival skill, adaptability. That's really important for someone to hear. But always know who you are. Always stand in your own personal knowledge of who you are. And with this, oh, honey, no, don't get up there, baby. With this. All right, with chameleon, thank you, baby. Sweet little girl. I'm sorry, I'm like looking all over the place today. I'm a little scattered. Know who you are. Know who you are all the time. You don't, and this isn't me talking. I'm being told what to say. So don't think I'm just giving you random advice. I'm not. They're all suggestions that I am interpreting or just listening to spirit and spewing out, but you have free will. Don't change for anyone. Now, that doesn't mean not to grow and evolve. Grow and evolve. Become even stronger within your personal framework of who you are, hopefully in a better, more enlightened state. But just remember, at the core, you're who you are. Also, they're saying understand who you are. So for some of you, understand who you are. Flexibility, adaptability is part of manifestation. Don't be afraid of change. That's big. Don't be afraid of change. But also, who are you at the core? It's like people, we're on, it's almost like there's this thin line, and we're getting ready to step right above it and move into a new way of being, or we can like stay and wallow underneath that line and just get stuck in the mud and get stuck in the rut and get stuck in the past and not move forward. Who are you? What do you really believe? And what is your belief about other people and yourself? What do you want for your life? What is your expectation of yourself? Because you can't expect things from other people if you don't know what your expectation is for yourself. That seems simple, but most people don't live that way. They bend and flow with the wind, and that keeps them from breaking. Again, it feels like a survival tactic. But at some point, and there's that phrase, I also know we often have to pick our battles, but still know who you are at the core. Here's the phrase, thank you. What do you stand for? What do you stand for? That's important. There are multiple messages for different groups moving around with that card. And then with the armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. When you have healthy boundaries, if you need to walk away, you can. Best advice I ever received was from someone who was not the most giving or nurturing person, but it was always make sure you can take care of yourself. Then the people in your life are there because you want them there, not because you need them there. Setting healthy boundaries is part of that. Setting healthy boundaries is you showing self-respect and love for yourself and for others so that you don't have to use others to survive, but you also won't let others use you. Weird messages today. This is an odd grouping of messages. It feels like I'm asking why. Why is all this coming through? And it feels like someone is getting ready to have to make a decision. First, internally. Who are they? What do they believe in? Where's their life going? What do they want in it? Who do they want in it? How is that all going to look? Someone is doing some soul searching and flipping options and scenarios and really digging deep, because I can feel it right down deep in my chest. Really, it's a hard kind of overwhelmed feeling almost. And then someone's going to be asked to make a decision, or a group of people. I don't know who this is going to hit with, but then they're going to be asked to make a decision in the outer part of themselves, in the outside world. They're going to be, someone or a group will be asked to make a decision to then, well, this will make it make sense. The phrase I'm hearing is to put your money where your mouth is, let your actions back up your words. Badger spirit. Be fearless and bold. I ask for another message. Yeah. One more. Oh, canary spirit. Sing your own song. I love a yellow bird. There's some yellow and blue. Oh, I just love a little yellow bird. So the message here is be true to yourself, but know yourself. Know truly who you are, not the face you put out to other people. Because based on that, you will then be able to make the healthiest and wisest decisions for you and others. Okay, so now let's move on. And this is the Thelema Lenormand, my big giant deck that forever I couldn't remember the name of, and finally found the tattered book. Okay, so, hold on a minute. Okay. Now, what is, someone's questioning a situation, person, people involved. Is it trustworthy? It might be someone looking at walking into a new job, a new relationship, a new friendship, a new group. It feels like a group or a collective of people. Someone's wondering if they can trust. Okay, so keep your eyes open. That's not necessarily a bad thing. That's just keep your eyes open, keep your wits about you. Watch what, again, this is coming up. Watch what people do as opposed to what they say, and you'll have your answer. Watch what people do as opposed to what they say. Yeah, they're saying show both. So you have a firm foundation. You can't be moved. They say keep on with this deck. Another one. Okay. You do what you know to be right based on who you are and your core values. Okay? All right. Oh, God. Ugh. Huh. The number 20, again, but this is card 8 in the normal playing deck. Okay, here's what this is. It's the garden. They're two separate houses or pavilions. They're not houses, they're pavilions, but with a big fountain in the middle. So someone's watching from a distance. That's what I just got. Someone's watching from a distance. Maybe it's you. Maybe someone's watching you. Be careful who you trust fully. Let them prove themselves first. That doesn't mean don't try, don't explore, don't move with the flow of things and hope for the best. But someone, this is just what I'm psychically getting this. This is pure straight up psychic work. This may apply, this may not. It's nothing to be fearful of. This is no one that has ill intent for you. But someone's watching from a distance. Someone is, this is an odd way to put it. They're gathering intel. So maybe that has meaning for you. They're gathering intel. They're gathering intelligence. They're gathering their facts. They're gathering, again, a plan of action. This came up the other day. Well, people can plan all they want, but you have free will to say yes or no. And if you're the one doing the planning, understand that. Be genuine and be genuinely who you are at the core. That's going to be more important than anything. I'm also hearing Yeah. It's almost like whomever this is has acts bold, but has a lot of fear. A lot of fear of making the wrong choice and doing the wrong thing. Man, you know what? Life is short. Get over yourself. That's my advice. Stop all the weird machinations. I don't want to use that. That's not feeling right. This one. No? Which one? This one. Oh, that's a weird deck to use. Okay. I know that's some tough love, but I say it with all due respect. Life is short and gets shorter every day we live it. So you know what? Make this incarnation count. Get up. Get on with your life. Stop all the silly games and machinations. You want to say something? Say it. If you're saying it to hurt someone, keep it to yourself. If you have something positive to contribute, do it. Try to see the best in people until they give you a reason not to, and then leave. I don't know what is going on. Man, there's a grown-up person acting like a child. That's what's going on. All right. Yeah, they're saying this deck. The Mystical Shaman Pocket Oracle. And here you go. There are 3 contributors for this one. This is what the deck looks like on the back. This is the pocket version. I think it's time to charge my little microphone again. Hopefully we have volume. I think we do. All right. Then I'll just do this one and wrap it up because this has been such a joyous message today. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I need to sit someone down and have a little talk with them. That kind of thing, you know. It's weird. But I feel like it's connected to someone watching. It's not anyone in this group or collective that watches. It's someone connected to them. So, you know what? You all just go on out there and live your lives and do what you know to do. Corn. Corn is sustenance. And it's something about the silk tassels on the top. And people would make little corn dollies out of the husks and the corn silks, I think. Or the corn husks. Don't you worry about what other people are doing. They can't hurt you. And don't buy into their scare tactics. Just a bunch of silly nonsense. As you can tell, there are certain things I have no patience for. All right. Somebody's wanting to play a game. I can feel it. I can feel it. You know what? Call in my protection team. That's how you got to save people. I call in my protection team. I call in my protectors now. I call in all those who are right and holy. I call in all those who can surround all of those in need of assistance. The Council. This card has never popped up in this deck for me. So there you go. The Council is a group of entities and beings that help us in the incarnation before we come in. Yeah, this is what's going on. Someone is dabbling in some stuff they shouldn't be dabbling in. There's 2 things going on here. One, somebody's just watching you because they don't know what they're doing and they're scared and they just don't know how to move on with their lives. Another one is kind of dabbling in some stuff they shouldn't. And that's it. Those 2 are the main groups. Okay, so the cards that came up. The Holy Mountain. Corn flew out again. Jaguar. Seeing in the Dark. Hummingbird, which is always a card of optimism, positivity, and all that is beautiful. And they're the only bird that I am aware of that can flap their wings so fast that they hover in a single space without having to move. And the Council again. This is your collection of beings on the other side who are in the light, who come through to advise, counsel. There's somebody's going to have to come to terms with how they've been living. But what this tells me, all of this from the symbolism that I know of, and psychically what is coming in. So I'm going to ask Spirit for direct messages. So it's not just my interpretation. You are protected and you are divinely guided. No one can tap into your free will unless you allow them to. No one can use your free will unless you allow them to. So you collect back what is yours. Your energy, your strength, your power, your knowing, and use it for the best and highest good of all involved. That is the phrase to always ask. Is this in the best and highest good for me and all involved? What is in the best and highest good? I call to my protectorate. I call to my spirit team. I call to my spirit guides. I call to all that come in the light of the God, of the goddess, whatever you want to call, Mother, Father, God. Stand in front of me, walk in front of me, surround me, show the way. Let your light lead the way. We are all fine. Okay. Yeah. Use your inner knowing. That Jaguar card, the Jaguar card, that was hard to say. Use your inner knowing. Use your inner knowing. Use your second sight. You have it. Use your gut intuition, if you want to call it that. Isn't that right, baby? You're going to be fine. This is just something fleeting. By the end of the week, it's finished. This is someone's last-ditch effort. There are two groups. This is two angles this is coming from. But yeah, it's time to find for those people who they are and what they believe, and for the other people on this side of it, in our collective group. Thank you. It's just going to confirm who you are and what you believe and who you know you are in every situation, not just in certain situations. You don't carry an extra face that you hide in a pocket that you pull out for only some people. Be who you are all the time. I mean, we all have to use our, professional voice on the phone, or, when you're going to get a loan, but then when you're talking to your friends, you can relax a little bit, but you're still the same person, Just remember to function through kindness without allowing others to deplete you. My head is starting to really buzz. So, yeah, this is it. It's coming to an end, but you are divinely guided and protected, and please understand that. You are divinely guided and protected. And I simply ask for healing and help for those who are adrift. Okay. All right, thank you. Wow, this was a weird one, but we are moving toward the end of the shift and into a whole new way of seeing ourselves and the world around us, and it's beautiful. Thank you. I love all of you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting each other. Thank you, Spirit. I just heard we are the collective of light. And when our light shines brightly, maybe it will actually shift the darkest recesses and those stuck in those dark corners to remember that they have a spark of light too. All right. Love you. Bye.